Before I get on with this video talking about this trade, let me just first of all start by saying I apologize for the quality of this video because I am not home right now. I'm currently at my parents' house and I'm not in Orlando, so this is not my normal recording studio lab, so I apologize about that first and foremost. Secondly, let me just start off by saying Donovan Mitchell, man, not just me, but Jazz fans everywhere, thank you for everything. We love you dearly. You're a great, humble young kid. I wish you nothing but the best of luck in Cleveland and for the rest of your NBA career. It really sucks. I wish you could have been a Jazz your entire life. I personally got to meet you when you were a rookie. You were still coming off the bench for a guy in Rodney Hood, who a lot of Jazz fans have a lot of love for as well too. You were just the most awesome, humble guy ever. You're super down to earth. And Donovan Mitchell, man, I cannot say thank you enough from the bottom of my heart for everything that you've done for Utah, making us relevant again, and also just giving Utah a sense of hope for the future. And you know what, man, at the end of the day, it didn't work out, and that is okay. Donovan Mitchell, I love you so much, and thank you for everything you've done in Utah. You are gonna go down as one of the greatest Utah Jazz players in our entire history. So let's get into the details of this trade, you guys. Shams had tweeted out that the Cleveland Cavaliers are trading Colin Sexton, Lauri Markkanen, Ochai Agbaji, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Excuse me if I didn't pronounce it correctly. 3 first-round picks and 2 pick swaps for Donovan Mitchell. And look, while I'm a little bit biased towards this, let me just say the Jazz and Danny Ainge got another fleece, and the Jazz absolutely won this trade yet again. And while the Cleveland Cavaliers were not the team being talked about as the team to acquire Donovan Mitchell, they sure enough did it, and this is going to vault them into a top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference and absolutely make them a contender. Let me talk about this from the Jazz's point of view first and foremost. The Jazz, after this trade with Donovan Mitchell, the Jazz now this offseason have acquired players such as Jared Vanderbilt, Walker Kessler, Malik Beasley, Stanley Johnson, Talen Horton-Tucker. Colin Sexton just signed a 4-year, $72 million contract extension with the Jazz. Lauri Markkanen and now Ochai Agbaji from the Cleveland Cavaliers, their first-round pick, and Walker Kessler was also the first-round pick acquired from the Minnesota Timberwolves in that deal. And the Jazz also now have 13 unprotected or lightly protected picks through 2029 as well that they have gathered up on top of their picks as well too. And the Jazz are obviously going to be doing a pick swap in 2026 and in 2028 with the Cleveland Cavaliers as they get their unprotected 2025, 2027, and 2029 first-round picks. The Jazz and Danny Ainge are doing a great job this offseason with this rebuild. Obviously, the Jazz understand that they're not going to be able to compete anymore. And now with the first-year head coach and Will Hardy coming over from the Boston Celtics, this looks like a great vision for what the Jazz are trying to do and what Danny Ainge is trying to do. There's an immense amount of young talent on this team with some guys who've been around the league, on top of the fact that they have draft capital for days. Now with the Cleveland Cavaliers side of things, let's just look at their starting lineup with Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen. That is an absolute contender in the Eastern Conference. I would vote them up to the top 4 along teams with the Boston Celtics, with the Brooklyn Nets, if they can get it together. Obviously the Milwaukee Bucks, now the Cavaliers, and possibly a couple of other teams out there that I might just be forgetting off the top of my head. The East is loaded, and this is absolutely a game changer for the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. I am happy for them because I'm always rooting for the small team. I'm an honorary Cavs fan, man, because I'm always going to be rooting for my guy Donovan Mitchell. And you know what, man? The Cavs, I don't blame them for going for it, especially when the Knicks basically closed the deal on Monday evening by re-signing RJ Barrett to that contract extension and then basically closing off talks with Danny Ainge and the Jazz. This allowed the Cavaliers an opportunity to get up and talk with Danny Ainge and the Utah Jazz to acquire Donovan Mitchell, man. Cavs fans, I am so happy for you guys too. You guys deserve it. And if any Knicks fans are seeing this video, I want to first of all start by saying you guys are some of the most diehard, loyal fans in the entire NBA. When are you guys gonna learn though? The Knicks absolutely deserve a superstar. I've grown up loving the NBA my entire life, and you guys have been garbage and have had one superstar my entire life, and that was Carmelo Anthony. Knicks fans, get it together. James Dolan and the rest of this front office with Worldwide West and Leon Rose and everybody involved, you guys will never amount to anything with James Dolan at the helm. Stop selling out the Garden. What are you selling out the Garden for? They do not care. You guys deserve a superstar. I want to see a superstar in a Knicks uniform. You guys can never get it together. Please protest the Knicks. Protest James Dolan. Stop selling out the Garden, because the more you guys keep selling them out and the more you guys keep funding them and that bad product that they keep giving you and this little bit of hope that they keep giving you with a mid-3, is exactly why they're never gonna pull the trigger and go for a Donovan Mitchell or go for any superstar level talent. They know that you guys are gonna keep selling out the Garden and keep, funding their pockets. Get it together, Knicks fans. Y'all deserve better. Protest James Dolan. But Jazz fans, NBA fans, Cavs fans, let me know y'all's thoughts in the comments down below. Personally, I think the Jazz won this trade, but I'm super happy for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jazz are going in a different direction. The Cavs are going for it all, and I do not blame them. I love this move for both teams. But thank you guys again for sticking around throughout the whole video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys drop me a thumbs up. It takes 1 second, and it helps me in the channel out tremendously. And if you guys are new here, consider hitting that subscribe bell to stay tuned for more Jaguars, UCF, and of course, NBA content that I do here on YouTube. But Brett James, AKA BJ, I'm out, y'all. Good luck, Spider Mitchell. I love you, man. Peace.